Today we are on K Road. That's in Auckland City, kind of one of the biggest streets in Auckland, or one of the most happening. If you haven't seen, there is like another video that I did kind of walking around. It wasn't actually that in depth. I think I need to probably be more specific and kind of focus, probably when all the terrible looking roadworks has gone. But yeah, today I'm actually in on a Saturday morning. Yay, early. I had to leave quite early, I had to get up quite early just to get in here for 11 o'clock to get on what is known as the Art Explorer Meetup. So it's kind of been on one before. I went one kind of the end of last year in November or so. And it's, it's a bit of a tour. It's on Meetup, meetup.com or something like that, I believe it's called. I'll actually put the link down below. Kind of like a gallery tour of, I'm not sure how many galleries, 3, 4, 5 or so we get through in about a couple of hours. So yeah, for me, I guess being new / reintroducing myself to the city, is really good to see kind of new galleries that I either hadn't seen before, or obviously meeting people that are interested in art and etc. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I've got probably about another 10 minutes or so before I have to beat down there. I'm meeting first at Melanie Roger Gallery, which is pretty exciting. I don't think I've actually been there before, so that's cool. It's just up behind me. I just walked past it. Like I said, I'm about 10-20 minutes early. I guess once I get there, I'll check you back in with you. Nice one. First up, we have Melanie Rogers Gallery on K Road with a show by Alexi Williamson, which is a collection of quite ghostly, delicate and ephemeral oil paintings and watercolours. Within art history, they kind of relate to something like Impressionism, such as Van Gogh or Gauguin. I guess these are a kind of contemporary Impressionism with layered brushstroke techniques. So that was Melanie Roger Gallery. Just heading to Stark White for another show of the year. Yes, here we go. This is Stark White, also on K Road. This exhibition is Every Wall is a Door by Will Cook. So here we see a modernism reference with geometric abstract paintings. They are all monochromatic with high contrast. It appears that the geometric lines are achieved by masking and a spray gun with acrylic paint, and then each one is overlaid with 9 reflective dots. Hey guys, present time Blair here. I just took a break from editing this current video you're watching. I'm just walking back, but yeah, I had this kind of thing, this idea, or I just wanted to kind of point out that I recognize this weird disconnect I'm having with, I guess, talking about other artists' work. Particularly, I guess, as an artist, it's strange to, I guess, the whole sort of setup of, there's the artwork in the gallery with the gallerist, or curator. The artist is not present, but then I'm filming the artwork, and obviously there's some live talking, but also like I'm now editing it and doing voiceovers over the top of it a few days later. And I just wanted to kind of recognize that I see this weird disconnect there that I wanted to perhaps address in a future video. The strange disconnect is that the artist is not there, and it's kind of, I guess, the artwork that speaks for the artist, which I guess is the nature of it. But then for me to then try and make commentary about that, I was having a hard time computing that. So yeah, I'll do like a future video, and it's also kind of why in future, like, you know, I kind of want to, instead of it being me talking about the work, you know, I find it so much better probably if it's a conversation I'm having with the artist, as opposed to me making commentary about the work. I hope that makes sense. Sorry for the interruption. Back to your regular screening film video now. Back to it. This is Endemic World on Ponsonby Road. They present a wide range of emerging New Zealand and international artists. Their front space is a gallery, whereas their back space is a print studio for artist editions and prints. Yeah, so that was Endemic World. Yeah, I did a little bit of footage there. Also, I'm probably going to be having a show there sometime soon. We're still trying to work out the dates, because if you didn't know, I am also an artist, painter. So yeah, not sure dates exactly, but do watch out for that. I'm sure it will come to you soon. I'm not sure where we're headed next, but yeah, I'm sure I'll know when we get there. Cool, catch you guys. Now we're at Object Space with an exhibition called Tender Brick, the Material Epiphanies of Peter Hawksby. I'm not usually a fan of pottery or ceramic, but I do really enjoy these. I think it's the rough, raw nature of them, which is in contrast to the often perceived delicate nature of ceramics. For me, they have qualities of a kind of 3D abstract painting. This is Scott Lowry Gallery, with a show by Patricia Passini. We are met with a mixture of sculpture and drawings. They are an amalgamation of organic and consumer product-based motifs. This is said to be a very female, feminist show, and this can be quite obviously observed, as a lot of the pieces are relating to or depicting female reproductive organs. Okay guys, just out of Scott Lowry Gallery. You may remember that from maybe another video I put up quite a while ago. If you don't remember it, go check it out. But this show that we've just been to was Patricia Passini, I believe is how you pronounce it. I may be wrong. But yeah, really amazing show actually. Quite dynamic. Yeah, this kind of mix between, I guess, kind of this kind of commercial, product-based, consumerist aesthetic, but then mixing that with kind of these organic forms. You know, the motifs are quite bodily, I guess. You know, she deals with kind of internal organs, and I guess the female kind of reproductive organs and various things like that. You know, it's kind of a mix between, or a mix of sculpture and drawing. But yeah, just yeah, they're really quite inspiring pieces. Just the use of color, the use of, or the way that these objects are created. Gosh, it's been a while since I've actually talked about, I've even thought about art, I guess. It's just kind of a bit strange. You know, kind of, this has been great to kind of stir up, I guess, my own inspiration, the ideas that I have, but just, yeah, reconnecting, I guess, with art and the art world. So it's always nice to do, you know, these Art and Explore tours, because this is the second one that I've been on, and even Meetup. You know, it's a great way to kind of meet new people and just get involved. You know, obviously being away for so long, you know, I've been away 12 years, don't really have any friends. But yeah, this way I get to kind of see things and do stuff with people. But yes, anyway, it was a really inspiring tour. You know, really actually inspired me to maybe start painting again somehow. I don't know how that will work, but you know, at least creating and making stuff would be great. Again, yeah, obviously being on these tours, I think, because you've got a collection of people, it's quite hard to kind of film these things, just because I don't want to necessarily have them in the video. They probably don't want to be in the video either, but I do think these things need to be filmed. The galleries, the shows that are on. I do find that in New Zealand there's definitely a hole or a gap, whether it's Auckland or the whole of New Zealand. I can definitely see a gap there for more online content, but obviously taking the real world content, i.e. galleries and shows, artwork, and putting it online, particularly then, it kind of just opens out to a wider audience, to the world, particularly when the rest of the world is in lockdown. A lot of the galleries all around the world can't be visited, right? So in a way, this pandemic has kind of put New Zealand, I guess, on a level playing field, or even perhaps on an elevated playing field, because obviously we can go to these galleries, but also we can have these shows. There's a point in having shows open because people can go to them, as opposed to obviously somewhere London, there a lot of the smaller galleries probably not even opening, or maybe they're by appointment only. But this way, at least, you can kind of elevate New Zealand to the level via, I guess, online content. Obviously, I don't feel that online content is as a substitute or as a definite replacement for the real world work. But in these sort of times, it's it's a great way of kind of getting international. Yeah, that'll do. That was a bit of a ramble, but I guess all around it's inspiring. I'm not sure how this kind of plays out in terms of, it would have been nice to kind of spend a bit more time at each gallery and maybe spend a bit more time. I think I'll do some voiceovers over the top of just the footage. But it would have been nice. I think, because we had, I think, 3, 4, 5 galleries to kind of get to over an allotted time. It was kind of quite difficult to take it all in and then talk to you as well. So we'll have to try and work on that somehow. Or, obviously the idea is to just go into the show myself. Any shows on in Auckland or in New Zealand that you think I should go to? Also comment down below. Really interested to get out and see some shows. The vlog's kind of turned or gone very heavily towards this adventure travel, sort of sightseeing buzz, which I kind of, for me personally, and also, it is interesting stuff. So, it's good to see this stuff, but I want to try and set myself aside from, I guess, all the other travel vlogs and try and reconnect with, obviously, myself as an artist again, and with the art world here. So I'm hoping to soon, in the very near future, get some, always do more artsy stuff, whether it is me painting, which may come soon. I'm kind of calculating that in my head. But yes, looking to refocus perhaps maybe a bit more on the art side. So looking for more artists, even gallerists, curators, artsy people to interview, to diversify or even niche down my my content. So I guess what today's shown me is that I'm still very much connected to that. I still have these ideas. At first, actually, I was a bit put off by it. Actually, so I was a bit like, it's art stuff. That's not the real world. That's kind of what I was thinking in my head. But then, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is if you relate what I've been doing, i.e., traveling, going to Waiheke, to this, they're completely different. The emphasis, the focus on I guess something fanciful as opposed to, you know, like a tree or something. It's quite interesting. I think I still need to, you know, reconnect with myself as an artist, with the art world. Anyway, now I am just blathering, so hello. If you did enjoy this, do the things, you know, subscribe, push the like button, comment down below, what's your favorite show?